Oops. Forget how you kill that. If anybody's watching the screen could... Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't notice anybody would actually watch this stream. But I will reply. What's my username? If you're still there. Yeah, my name is... As you can tell, I haven't used Justin.tv in a long time. No, wrong. It's, shit. FS Story? There we go. Anyway, there was a question about how you can do Xcode in Emacs. It's not really... you can... I have two computers on my desk. Actually, three. One's a Ubuntu box and one's a Mac. And I just use Samba, a Samba server on my Ubuntu box. It looks like the chat's gone now, so it's not really an issue. But in case someone's there, I'll type it. Well, I'll just answer the question. Yeah, so this is my Ubuntu box, as you can see, and I just VNC to my Mac, so I can see both. When I use the Mac, I just use Synergy, so I put the mouse over to the left side and I can control the Mac directly. I don't like to use it over VNC. That's kind of... it creates all these problems. And yeah, I'm just not used to Xcode 4, so I end up using Emacs a lot more. So both this Xcode project and this Emacs terminal are touching the same files. This doesn't create problems for me because I never edit anything in Xcode. I just look at the errors and stuff. With Xcode 3 you could do even better because whenever you made the change, Xcode would pull it up, but Xcode 4 doesn't seem to do that as well. Yeah. So if that answers anyone's question, that's great. Otherwise, yeah, I got to get back to programming. I will try to pay some attention to the stream. Before I've been just YouTubing these, and I never had to watch chat until people would comment. So what was I doing again? Yeah, I was drawing this drawing. I was writing up this draw code. So I just want to compile this now and see if it works once I've changed these basic variables. There's a size variable which you'll need, and there also will have to be a translate. So for the translate part, yeah, we just take the pass directly. So yeah, let's just hack it in there for now. We can worry about merging these two later. Most likely we'll lose the top part. So instead of pass, we just have segpass, like so, right? And we don't need to shadow any variables. You can just delete that. So let's see if that builds. Yeah. Builds, so we will try to run it. I will note that it will be hard to see because we're still drawing the back rectangle. If I go to our pretty picture, both of these green, this overall green one and the smaller bucket green one, they get drawn over each other, so it's pretty hard to see. But we should be able to see some difference. Hello. I don't know. I can't really tell. Yeah, I don't see it. What I'm going to do is comment out the larger block. Because I think... What was that? I'm going to comment out the render for the larger block. So this draw arrays part, if I just take that out, that'll do that will ignore the larger block and only draw the smaller ones. Now, yeah, and with this we should quickly see where our problem is. So I'm going to go back to the Mac side and build and run. So, yeah, it tends to take a little while. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? If you look very carefully, there's these like small little bits that are flying upwards. It's almost like dust. Yeah. If you look very carefully, there's these like... Yeah, and so, well, this is doing something, but obviously probably the size is way off. So probably what ends up happening is the average power. We're computing not root mean square, but just average, the average power, absolute average of the audio signal. And that ends up being pretty tiny, probably. So the width drops down. Another thing is that this plus equals is totally off. We cannot do a plus equals. Yeah, this needs to be seg pos.y plus. Otherwise we get this cumulative error. Well, not only cumulative error, but yeah, cumulative crappiness. So how does this look? This looks a little bit better. Don't know if it'll work. The width being so off was kind of strange. Yeah. Well, let's try it. Can't really debug it until we find out what's wrong now. Yeah, so we're coming up on 1 a.m. Hi. Oh, it still spits out these little things. Hello, hello, hello. When I speak louder, they get slightly larger. But that's... they're still so tiny. Hello. Yeah, well, there's something obviously wrong with this drawing method. Hopefully we're not modifying size and position directly. I don't think we are, but I have to double check. Yeah, size.y. This needs to be divided by 2. Remember, we're in the center of the cube. That's how position is placed. So size is divided by 2. Position, yeah, we take position directly and we modify it with this stuff, right? and the rest looks okay. A few parentheses will help see things a little better. Yeah. No, this actually looks all right. None of that should have really made the big effect, the big weirdness we're seeing. But for now, I'm gonna use the full X size and see what that does, just to debug it. And while it loads, think about something to say. So I want a shape that, well, hello, hi, well, I don't know.
Hello.
So the Y position is somehow being,
Hello.
it looks like it's offset by quite a bit. Yeah. Ah, I know why. That's because we're not drawing the main part of the thing. This is actually going to be a little tricky to debug. I don't know if I want to do this tonight. I'm going to give it 15 more minutes. So it's 12:49. No, I'm only going to give it 11 more minutes. So, initial size, yeah. Yeah, so this is where we are, because we're adding this initial size, that means we are forgetting about where the real position is. And right now we are just not drawing that initial chunk. That's okay. It'd be great if we could color things differently, but that will take some additional code. I am having a hard time seeing what the issue is. Well, this time when I spoke into the thing, it would grow at a decent rate. The issue, yeah, what seems like an issue to me is that the amount they seem to be offset is a lot more than this initial Y size. At least I think it is. Okay, but this is the next part we have to look at. This average power thing. So we can do something here. I'm just going to hack it for now. I'm going to set three levels. So instead of our pretty picture where we had many levels like that, I'm just going to chunk it out into 3 discrete levels. So either when you have low power, you can have that much, or when you have middle power, you can have that much. When you have high power, you can have that much. And what's going to be drawn are only these 3 levels. And that's actually not so hard to do. Because we can, within even one line, if we don't mind being kind of ugly, we just use the Boolean statement, like average power is greater than 0.3. It's totally arbitrary. You question mark it and say, well, then you ask another question and you just say the same thing.